Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pepsi Max 300, the Division 1 race of the NNSCRA Season 3 Mobile One Cup Series. We are preparing for an exciting race. 40 drivers getting ready to take to Infineon, and only one of them is going to come away with a victory. And as I mentioned, they are the Division 1. We will have Division 2 later on. A few top stories before we get this race underway. First off, we've got two drivers that are going to be one in each division that come in tied for the points lead in the Mobile One Cup Series. They are Trent Dunham and Brendan Allen, two rookies also battling it out for Rookie of the Year. They are tied with 183 points apiece, and we're going to be keeping our eyes on them because Trent Dunham is in this division. Division 2 holds Brendan Allen, so Brendan Allen's going to have a little bit of pressure on him. Whatever Trent Dunham does, Brendan Allen has to do a little bit better in order to make sure he's going to leave as the points leader. Going to be very interesting to follow that scenario here today. On the pole for this race is Connor Breton in that new 08 ride, and alongside of him is going to be Jacob Rodriguez back in the Ford colors this week. Behind them you've got Ray Wilson and Dougie Shears. They're going to line up in row 2. Well, we're going to play out a little bit of history here. The Mobile One Cup Series only had one division, and that was when we ran them here last year. And the winner that went to Victory Lane was Brandon Gonzalez. Now, Brandon Gonzalez is not in Division 1 or Division 2 in the Mobile One Cup Series. However, the ride that he drove was the number 53, and we know that Arnold Columbia drives the number 53 in this series. However, he's going to be in Division 2, so that won't play out at all here as far as history goes in this race. So, enough of my babbling. Time to get these cars rolling off. Put them under 2 pace laps, and then put them under the green flag for 17, I believe, laps of racing. And while they do that, we will show you the starting lineup for today's Pepsi Max 300. Boy, you can feel the excitement in the air, folks. Everybody wants to know how these Mobile One cars are going to do here at Infineon, and we're moments from finding out. The pace car peels off, makes that little left-hand turn down this very paperclip-like pit road, and this very paperclip-like turn of turn 11, one of the toughest turns on the entire course. And we're going to see if maybe that'll play out into today's race. It has before in the Mobile One Cup Series. Think back to Season 1. It was our second closest anniversary finish with Robert Band and Anthony McCurry. Coincidentally, they both were in this field here today. Green flag is out. However, Robert Band is here in Division 1. Division 2 is Anthony McCurry, so those two can't battle it back down to the stripe again for another year. Connor Breton. Well, everybody looked a little bit better off that turn than they did in the trucks, no doubt about that. Trucks are a little bit more awkward, though, I guess, so maybe they didn't have as good handling, or maybe the temperatures have cooled down a little, I don't know. But Connor Breton has taken sole control of the lead, and we are still under the green flag. Jacob Rodriguez back in second. Here's a good battle. Dougie Shears has gotten by Ray Wilson for third, but now Wilson wants it back, and Logan Wilson's starting to close in there as well. Those 3 rides out of Schwab Racing, and they are all 3 trying to battle for third, 4th, and 5th. Here's one of the cars we're going to be watching all day long. Co-points leader Trent Dunham. Dunham comes in tied with Brendan Allen for the points lead as well as the rookie points lead. And Trent Dunham right now is currently battling for the 6th position. He's going to lose that, looks like, to Daniel Schwab. Schwab is going to move up there. Oh! Dunham got a piece of the wall coming off turn 11. He scraped it. It's not really going to cause anything, substantial damage, but that's not something you want to have happen here. But Dunham is in 7th position, so if Dunham finished in the 7th position, Brendan Allen in the next race would have to finish 6th in order to ensure that he was going to leave as the points leader. Let's look further back here. We got Joshua Courier. This is a good run for this guy. Whoa, back there, Jake Berg gets into the grass. I don't really know if this is grass or if it's dirt. I mean, it's so hot out here, and there's hardly ever any rain that it's kind of like grass, but it gets baked. So I don't know if you can really classify it as grass, but nonetheless, Joshua Courier running in 8th. How about Connor Germain? Good run right now for the number 29 car. He's up in 9th place, and then you got 10th place being held by Jake Berg in the wipeout colors for that Joe Gibbs Racing. Oh, the caution's out. Caution is waving. And, oh, there's somebody in the wall back there. Who is that? Jacob Bell's involved, but we're not going to find out who's on pit road. It appears. It looks like Alex Filter's car. Let's go and see if I can find out who that actually is. I'm going to look and see if Alex Filter is the car that... No, it can't be Alex Filter, because... Is it Logan Ryan? That's who it is. Logan Ryan. I saw a black and red car. There's Michael Harvey back there as well. Harvey is involved. Oh, James Qualls. That's James Qualls, not Harvey. Jordan Hester, Joshua Perry, Jacob Bell's on pit road. So we're under the caution flag for the first time today for, looks like what would be a 5, maybe 6 car incident. And I think it may have happened in the S's. We'll find out. Connor Breton leads us under caution on lap 3. Now let's see what happens. Looks like there's some contact further up. Maybe Logan Ryan got turned or something here. Let's look up right side of our screen. No, nothing there. Here it comes, right there. Oh, Joshua Perry is the reason that this wreck occurred. Right there. I think he's going to clip Jack Richards. Oh, James Qualls bounced off somebody there. I think that was Jay Juke. And Joshua Perry... What actually starts this wreck? I'm not certain. Whoa! No, nothing to do here. Oh, there we go, right there. Look at Joshua Perry take that turn way too hard. He gets into the 09, and there's the 4 of Jordan Hester getting into Jacob Bell. They're going to go down and hit the inside wall there. James Qualls and Joshua Perry are going to get the wall up here. Right here's where the 2 of them are going to nail the wall. Qualls and Joshua Perry. Boy, look at the dirt getting kicked up when you got Thomas Bush going through the dirt and everything. Man. Oh, hard lick for Perry and Qualls. There's Jacob Bell, and there's what remains of Jordan Hester's machine. But there is Brandon Parsons with damage, and that's earlier on. Let's see if we can find out what happened to him. We also haven't yet found out what happened to Logan Ryan. Well, here's what happened to Brandon Parsons, but we still don't know what happened to Logan Ryan. We're going to have to go back and look at another replay and find out what happened to the 18. This did not bring out the caution, though, it looks like. Looks like Sean Henley gets into Steven Dillon, who's actually doing very well in the standings. So that's a tough break for the Brandt Chevy. Right there, the contact is made. And Henley's going to get some contact from Brandon Parsons. And then Parsons is figuring, okay, Steven's going to get his car turned around. Well, he doesn't. He still is trying to get his car turned around. And right there's where that front end damage comes for the Brandon Parsons machine. But now we got to find out what happened to Logan Ryan. Well, I'm not sure if this is what brought out the caution either. This was back on lap 2. Maybe Hester and them ended up wrecking after this. But right here, Logan Ryan is going to get into the rumble strips. It's going to send him up, and he's going to make contact with Wes McCall. And they both are going to go down and get the inside wall. Look at this. No tire barrier there. That is all concrete wall. That's a hard lick for the 18 car. There was no reinforcement there for that 18 car. Nothing to hinder him from hitting that wall for full force. That was one hard lick here at Infineon. Let's go on board with the 18. Now watch when he hits this next rumble strip how the car kind of goes loose on him. Oh, right there. There's the contact. Oh, that was one of the hardest hits I think I've ever seen. That is concrete. There is no safer barrier there. Absolutely none. And that just exemplifies that exponentially makes the hit harder. That's one of the hardest hits I think I've seen taken. And that put us under the caution flag for the first time today. Take a look real quickly here. You see that dirt? That dirt is coming from over in the S's. It's blowing over here. I'll show you. So we end up having another hindrance, another element that these drivers are going to have to face. Look at all these cars right here going through the dirt area. Thomas Bush. And look at how when they get down to here, they're still in the dirt. They're down past here in the dirt. Look at how the wind. We have some wind today, and it's blowing it right in front of the leaders right here. They're having to go through a dust storm, literally, here at Infineon. That is something you rarely see, and these drivers are going to have to contend with that as well as contend with each other on the racetrack and the other conditions that this track has brought to the table. They're going to have to contend with dust storms after getting into the dirt in the S's coming up here through turns 1 and 2. Very, very interesting. Well, I'm sure that everybody found that little tidbit boring without actually being interesting whatsoever. Anyway, Jacob Bell was one of the drivers that we ended up having get involved in one of those wrecks, but he made a pit stop, and he is now the leader. He made a pit stop before everybody else did. All these drivers have made pit stops, by the way. They made a pit stop just a few minutes ago. But Jacob Bell is the new leader now, over Jacob Rodriguez. Dougie Shears is 3rd, Logan Wilson 4th, Connor Breton is slid back to 5th, Josh McCurry 6th, Ray Wilson 7th, 8th is Danny Schwab, 9th is Connor Germain, and now into the top 10 is rookie Emilio Navarrete. 11th is John Dillon, 12th is Trent Dunham, 13th Jake Berg, 14th is Samet Ozkan, 15th is Michael Harvey, 16th is Leo Rogers in the new 24, 17th is Lisa Shears, 18th Levi Shones, 19th is Joshua Osborne, and Adam Chambers is in 20th. We do have drivers that have retired from the race, and those drivers are Logan Ryan, James Qualls, Jordan Hesder, and Joshua Perry. Not going to be a good points paying day for those drivers. So we know that Trent Dunham is running, I think we said he was running in the 12th position. And now we got the 07 back there. That is Cody Poe. And the 07 X-Side Chevy, he's pulled off there as if he's going to come down pit road. Maybe some pit strategy going on there in the 07. Don't know. He may have a mechanical problem, though, too. We're going to try and see if we can get word from radio communications on what is going on with the 07 car. But the 04 is leading. Jacob Bell out in front here in the Pepsi Max 300 version 1. Cody Poe has indeed come down pit road. Pit road was open, so he's not going to be penalized or anything. But the green flag is out, and we're back underway. One thing about this racetrack, you can come down pit road when the rest of the leaders take the green, get your pit stop done, and get out before being put a lap down. This track is that big. Jake Rodriguez wanted to make a move there on Jacob Bell. Battle of the Jacobs. It's not going to help Jacob Rodriguez, though. Oh, a car got turned back there. Who is that? I couldn't tell. Was that Dunham? That may have been Dunham. Well, if it was Dunham, he was able to recover. Caution is out. See if we can find out who it was. Oh, Samet Ozkan. For some reason, it looked like a black car, but it must have been the black and orange car of Samet Ozkan. Nonetheless, let's look back, find Trent Dunham, see where he's running. There he is. Dunham in the 8 is, I think, now still in the 12th position. I think Harvey's 13th and Connor Germain is 14th. Meanwhile, up front, battle on for the lead. Logan Wilson to the inside of Jacob Bell. It's going to be a drag race down to the start-finish line to see who's going to lead us under caution. And no, it won't. Logan Ryan pulls away. He's going to lead under the caution flag. So we know Samet Ozkan was involved in something. Oh, Jay Juke is caught in the dirt. Rear end damage to Brandon Parsons. That's got to be from this incident. And let's see if anybody else was involved here. Poteet, Wilson, they look okay. Jake Berg lost quite a few spots. I wonder if he was involved in something. He slid a long ways back. Well, we do know Samet Ozkan had something happen, so we'll start with him as Logan Wilson leads us under caution for the second time today. Okay, here's a look what happened to Samet Ozkan. Right there, he's going to have some contact with, I think that's Leo Rogers, making his first start in the 24. Yeah, right there, there's the contact. Samet Ozkan's going to go spinning, and there's no grip here. It's dead grass or dirt or whatever, and oh, look at the hit. He's going to, oh, good thing that wasn't driver's side door, but that was a hard hit. And basically, when your car hits the tire barriers, that's going to kill you aerodynamically, that's going to push in the metal, it's going to hurt your car mechanically, and you're pretty much done for the day. So a tough break for Samet Ozkan. Take a look and see what happens to some of the other drivers that sustained some damage, namely Brandon Parsons. Well, here's a look from the helicopter view of what happened to Devin Wilson. This is what set him back so far behind the field. Jay Juke's going to get into him coming off the same turn that Samet Ozkan got forced up into the tire barrier with. And let's see if everybody gets by. Robert Bain gets by on the high side. There's the 10 car of Yokohama Kato. Tim Walsh will get by, Dylan Poteet, Brent McCaleb, they all get by, Thomas Bush gets by, Wes McCall, Brandon Parsons, Chevy Gilliam. It was just a spin, and everybody did a whale of a job to get through that, no doubt about that. But Jay Juke ended up getting turned around somewhere, and so did Brandon Parsons. Let's find out where that happened. I'll tell you, the helicopter view is actually very helpful at a road course. I like the view. This is Brandon Parsons in the 03. It looks like he's just going to take this corner too hot. We've seen a lot of drivers slide through this turn. Jack Richards, he's going to do the same thing, just kind of mirror the 03. He hits the 03, and that's where the rear end damage comes for Brandon Parsons. And then Jay Juke, just going to slide around, do the exact same thing. So that's basically what happened there. Look at Dylan Poteet and Thomas Bush going around the high side and through the dirt to be able to get through and past those spinning race cars. And the big problem for Jay Juke is the fact that she is not able to get her race car out of the dirt. She's stuck in the dirt. Actually kind of held up on the rumble strips there as well. And that puts us under the caution flag. Let's go back to green flag racing. Well, pit stops were made again, and this is the way they came out. Logan Wilson, the leader. Connor Breton, our pole sitter, up to second. Third is Joshua Courier. Fourth, Jacob Rodriguez. Fifth is Dougie Shears. He does have some some left side damage to that 2 car. Not exactly sure where he sustained that. Anyway, Ray Wilson's in sixth. Oh! John Dillon's blowing up! John Dillon is blowing up. The 22 is done. Oh, that's a tough break. So he was, I think, running in the 7th position at the time. 8th now, Trent Dunham. Now, so that's 7th. 8th is Michael Harvey. 9th is Connor Germain, and Levi Schoen's now in here as a top 10 position due to John Dillon's engine giving up the ghost. He does have some rear end damage, so I have to wonder if maybe that was caused by that. But I'll tell you one thing, he's down here in the dirt. That's going to blow all that dirt. As you can see, the wind's blowing that direction. It's going to blow all the dirt over there onto the front straightaway. And these drivers, when they come to get the green flag, they're going to have to contend with that. Dylan Poteet's got some front end damage. Where are these guys getting this mysterious damage from? Well, the smoke's just come out of John Dillon's car, and it's now stopped. That means that engine is done. It's not even running. He's caught there on the track. They're going to get him off the track so that the caution does not come out. Good job by our crew to get his car into pit road, but a tough break for John Dillon. Logan Wilson leading the way. As he will put us back under green, we will reach halfway pretty much when they get halfway around the racetrack. It'll be 8.5 laps completed of 17. But here on lap 8, we will get put back under the green flag. Drivers that retired as a result of that last wreck, only one, and that was Samet Ozkan. He joins Logan Ryan, James Qualls, Jordan Hester, and Joshua Perry in the garage area. Here we go. Connor Breton jumps the gun there, gets to the inside, but up through here, he will not have the preferred line. Logan Wilson will. Let's see if Breton can hold tough here. Nope, Breton slides through into the grass, and someone got turned up there into the tire barrier, I think. I thought I saw in that cloud of dust some drivers form some form of their car, and here comes Joshua Courier, capitalizing on a mistake right there by Logan Wilson, who got up into the rumble strips. No, we're still green flag racing. Maybe I didn't see a car spinning. Courier is the new leader in the 23. Well, caution should be out. Devin Wilson and I think that's Thomas Bush. Yeah, they got involved in something. But we are still under green. Oh, something happened further back. Was that? I think I saw Chambers involved in something. Adam Chambers in the 3. No, it wasn't Chambers. Who was that? I saw a car, but I couldn't tell who it was. Oh, it's Tim Walsh. Tim Walsh. I saw the blue, but I thought I saw yellow. Walsh gets turned around, and now the caution is indeed waving. It's about time. Down to the stripe, Courier on the high side is going to, by mere inches, lead over Logan Ryan. Then it's Jacob Rodriguez, Ray Wilson, and Trent Dunham. Co-points leader, 5th place. Good run for him. Let's see what happened. We're going to first look at Thomas Bush and Devin Wilson, and then we'll see why the caution actually did come out with Tim Walsh. Well, here's the contact right about here. They're 3 wide. Jacob Bell, Devin Wilson, Thomas Bush. This was at the back of the pack. That's probably why the caution didn't come out. And looks like Devin either comes up or Thomas Bush comes down. I don't know. They're just so close to this turn, leaning on each other. And there's the contact between Wilson and Thomas Bush. And they're trying to turn their cars to the left so they don't hit the tire barrier. No such luck. There they go, both into the tire barrier, and that's a hard impact for both those drivers. Show you from another camera angle. There they are. You can see Thomas Bush's red right behind the green of the GoDaddy.com Chevy. And that's a hard lick. Devin Wilson, Thomas Bush, no doubt their day is done. Let's see what happened now to Tim Walsh to bring out the caution. Well, here's a look at the contact. Looks like Emilio Navarrete right there gets into the left rear quarter panel of the 15, turns him around, and Emilio Navarrete then sends Tim Walsh rear deck lid first right into that tire barrier. There was no rear of that race car left. Now, I don't know if Tim Walsh is going to be able to continue, but if he is able to continue, how is his pit crew going to get the fuel into that car with it being so crunched up in the back there, especially near the fuel intake area? That's an interesting thought, but Walsh is able to drive away. So, apparently, since the rear of the race car bore the brunt of that impact, it didn't really hurt him mechanically. But I am going to kind of question how he's going to make fuel go inside that car now, with that fuel intake area completely demolished. Oh, here we go. The drivers did not make pit stops this time. They decided to stay out. So, apparently, they maybe plan to stretch it on fuel. Don't know. Joshua Courier leads. Logan Wilson second. Jacob Rodriguez, he's been up front all day long. He's still in 3rd. 4th, Ray Wilson. Trent Dunham, our co-points leader, up to 5th. I'll tell you what, he's putting quite a bit of pressure on Brendan Allen. Allen would have to finish in 4th place in his division race in order to leave as the points leader. Dougie Shears is 6th. Connor Germain 7th. Lisa Shears is 8th. Michael Harvey 9th. And Adam Chambers completes top 10. Robert Ban, Yokohama Kato, Sean Henley, Leo Rogers, and Brent McCaleb are top 15. Sean Henley, that's our defending race winner up there in 13th. He won last week at Texas. Did anybody retire from the race? Yeah, John Dillon, he is out due to that engine going south on him, and Thomas Bush is also retired. Devin Wilson has not declared himself out of the race. He's got some pretty bad front-end damage, but I think he has returned to the racetrack and is on the tail end of the lead lap. Don't know for certain. We'll get an official word on that in just a moment. Green flag is back out on lap 11 of 17. We got a total of 7 laps remaining. It's going to be very interesting. John Dillon, who won one of the Truck Series races this weekend, the Division 1 Truck Series race, he has retired due to an engine failure. The winner of our Division 2 Truck Series race was Bob Fergus. He'll be in the 2nd division race. And Fergus, you could bet he was looking at that, he's watching this race and he saw John Dillon have problems, and I wonder if he's a little wary now. Oh, we're nice and single file. Best Battling is back here, around this area. Connor Germain, Sean Henley has just now moved himself into the top 10. Oh! Connor Germain gets turned around. I can't believe it. Oh, no! There goes Cody Poe directly into the Connor Germain machine. We were just on Connor Germain looking at him and he wrecks. I don't even know if we really have to look at a replay of that, because we know what happened. Lisa Shears ended up turning Connor Germain. Whoa! Leo Rogers gets the wall. Oh, and Daniel Schwab rear ends him. Look at the damage to Daniel Schwab's machine. That car is crunched. Whoa! That's Jack Richards, Tim Walsh, and Wes McCall all getting together here at the start-finish line. What is up with this? Utter chaos here. Caution's out, need I say. And Joshua Courier leads Well, we'll go through real quickly a replay of all that stuff, even though we pretty much saw it all, but wow. Joshua Courier, he's looking for his first win of the season. As a matter of fact, I believe it would be his first Mobil 1 Cup Series victory, period. But they may have to make pit stops. While they do that, we will take a look and see why we're under the caution flag. And I'll tell you what, Sean Henley has sustained quite a bit of damage to his number 6 car. He's way back there in the top 10 still, but a lot of front-end damage to that car. Well, here it is. You saw it in real time. We're now going to show it to you in replay mode. Right there, Connor Germain. A tough break for that Richard Childress car as he gets turned by Lisa Shears. He was running in the 7th position. Look at the hit he takes. Look at the smoke just pour out of that race car. Wow, Yokohama Keito. What a miss by him. Jake Berg, same thing. Not so lucky for Cody Poe, though. He's on that inside line on the right side, and he gets into Germain. Everybody else does a whale of a job getting through there, though, but Cody Poe just not able to miss that number 29. Look at Dylan Poteet thread the needle, go between both those disabled race cars. And then we got a whole dust bowl here, a dust storm, as we're not able to see the Germain machine. There he is. Tough break for the 29 car. Let's take a look further up at the turn 11 area where Leo Rogers and Daniel Schwab made contact. Here's a look. I don't think Leo Rogers really had anybody touch him. I think he just went really wide through this turn. And yeah, he got the wall, and his car was stopped. He tries to get it going, and Daniel Schwab, he's coming full force, and into the 24 he goes. That's some heavy front-end damage to Daniel Schwab's machine, and he'll undoubtedly be on pit road to repair that. Let's look up here at Jack Richards and company. Jack Richards, Tim Walsh, and Wes McCall. There they are, the 21, the 15, and the 32. Looks like they're going to go 3 wide here, coming down to the start-finish line. And Wes McCall turns Tim Walsh. Jack Richards is just an innocent bystander. Nothing he can do. McCall, heavy damage to the Applebee's Chevrolet. Walsh involved in a wreck for the second time today, second straight time today. And Jack Richards, just minding his own business, gets caught up in it as well. Tough break for him. Well, the drivers decided not to come down pit road again. But we do have drivers that are out of the race. They are Connor Germain, Cody Poe. Devin Wilson has now declared himself out of the race, and they will join Thomas Bush, John Dillon, Smet Oscon, Logan Ryan, James Qualls, Jordan Hester, and Joshua Perry in the garage area. Here's the top 10 as we get ready to go back to green. Courier leads. Logan Wilson second. Jake Rodriguez third. Ray Wilson fourth. Dougie Shears is fifth. Michael Harvey is sixth. Robert Bands seventh. Eighth is Sean Henley. Ninth is Lisa Shears. And 10th is Adam Chambers. Where is Trent Dunham? Dunham's out of the race? Wait. How? When did he retire? Something happened with Trent Dunham. We're going to have to go back and take a look, see what happened. And we will make sure to do that. But our co-points leader, Trent Dunham, is out of the race. Does it say out of the race here, though, on the... No, according to this, he is still in. Let's wait until we get the green flag, see if he's declared out of the race after they cross the stripe here. Oh, looks like Wes McCall is also retired from the race. But, you know, I don't know what's going on here. Trent Dunham has not declared himself out of the race, and yet his car is nowhere to be seen. I can't figure that out. Good battling back here for third place, though, as Joshua Courier takes the lead. Actually, this is battling for second. Logan Wilson, Ray Wilson, Jacob Rodriguez. Dougie Shears starting to get into the mix here. And I'll tell you a car I'm really impressed with, and that's Sean Henley, last week's winner. Look at the front-end damage to that race car, and yet he's still running pretty well. Yokohama Keito, how about the 10 car? Good run for him. And there's Adam Chambers as well, as they go sliding through this turn. Chambers battling it out with Sean Henley for that position. Brent McCaleb, good run for the 9 car, up in 11th place right now. Jake Berg 12th, Levi Shones 13th, and Connor Breton wants that spot as he's trying to battle here. Here they come down pit road. They are going to have to make pit stops. Who's coming down pit road, though? Is Courier coming down pit road? No, Courier is staying out. Joshua Courier is staying out. So Joshua Courier decides to stay out along with a lot of other drivers, but this does not mean that he's got this race wrapped up. We got 3 laps to go. They may have to make pit stops next time by. I'm going to have to sneeze just a minute. I apologize for that. Looks like a gas and go for Logan Wilson. Ray Wilson is gone as well. I'm trying to fix my microphone here. Jacob Rodriguez, Sean Henley, they're gone. Lisa Shears, Adam Chambers, they complete their service. Joshua Osborne, Garrett Hay, Emilio Navarre. Dougie Shears lost a ton of spots on pit road right there. And so did Yokohama Kato and Leo Rogers. Their pit crews did not get them out in good standing at all. Now, is Joshua Courier coming down pit road this time? Let's see if he makes the indication. Yes, he is. Robert Bain is now second. Brent McCaleb third. They're going to come down pit road, no doubt, as well. Here comes Courier. He's on pit road. Everybody that didn't make pit stops last time are making them this time. Robert Bain, Brent McCaleb, Jake Berg, Connor Breton, our pole sitter, Jay Juke, Michael Harvey, Levi Shones, Brandon Parsons is on pit road. Jacob Bell coming down pit road as well. And it's going to take Joshua Courier some time to get his pit box. He's now in. Our pole sitter Connor Breton's got to wait all the way down here till he can get to pit box number 1, which he got. Wait a minute, there's a wreck. There's a wreck. These guys have got to get their pit stops done and get off pit road quickly. They have got to get off pit road quickly. They are giving the go signal that they can get off pit road. Looks like basically everybody's going to go for a fuel-only stop. I think Joshua Courier crossed the stripe before anybody else did, but the caution is out. Yes, he did. He just barely got out ahead of Logan Wilson, I think. But the caution is out, and I don't know who for. Oh, Adam Chambers and Lisa Shears. Both of whom made pit stop back about 2 laps ago and were running pretty well. They have put us under the caution flag. With Joshua Courier the leader. What is Jake Berg doing? Oh, Jake Berg crossed the stripe in second, it looks like. Courier is the leader. Jake Berg second. Connor Breton third. Logan Wilson fourth. Robert Bain fifth. Sixth, Brent McCaleb, I think. But why is Joshua Courier not waiting for the pace car? He's not slowing down. What is Courier doing? Oh, Courier didn't get the caution flag. He crossed the stripe before the caution flag came out. That's what happened. So he had to complete one more lap. So he is the leader under the caution flag. He'll now back the car down and wait for the pace car to come. Let's see what we're under the caution flag for. Oh, here's a look at what happened. Looks like Adam Chambers was getting a bit of a run on Lisa Shears, and he tries to put the move on her. She's trying to throw the block, and he's going to get into the right rear of the 1 car. 1 hits the wall, then hits the 3, and the 3 of Adam Chambers flips over. I wonder what it is about the 3 and Infineon. W. Shears barrel rolled in the Truck Series race, and Adam Chambers barrel rolls in the 3 here. But it's a miraculous thing that everybody else was able to get through this. And then Chambers, I think he can see and everything, but I don't know why. He ends up coming down, and you notice there isn't any front-end damage to his race car, but there is soon going to be because he comes down here and he's going to hit the 2 sets of tires that are blocking the race. Oh, right there. Oh, he thought he was clear. He thought he was clear. He thought he was going to be able to continue on and race it back around, get the checkered flag and everything, but Chambers nailed that tire barrier there, blocking the entrance to pit road or the wall for the entrance to pit road, and that's going to cause him to retire, no doubt. Well, here's a strange thing. Joshua Courier is here at the tail end of everybody, but he is the leader, and he's going to win this race. Very, very strange. Connor Breton looks like he is going to get credited for second. I think Logan Wilson, who's actually behind the pace car, is going to get third. And so what's going to happen is everybody's going to be listed as 1 lap down besides Courier, Breton, and Jake Berg. They're not going to be listed a lap down. Everybody else is. Don't pay attention to that. Just something screwy with the NASCAR scoring system. Checkered flag waves nonetheless. Joshua Courier has won the Pepsi Max 300 version 1. Connor Breton will get second. Jake Berg will get third place. Fourth is going to be Logan Wilson. Fifth, Robert Bain. 6th, Brent McCaleb, Ray Wilson 7th, Jacob Rodriguez 8th, 9th will be Jay Juke and Sean Henley, his second straight top 10 in a row. So Joshua Courier is the winner of this race. congrats to him. Here comes the finishing order. Remember, the points don't come until after the second division races. So you can see where you finished if you were in this race. If it says you're a lap down and you know that you finished the race, don't pay attention to that. Okay, it doesn't really matter because you still would finish in that position anyway, but just a little bit of a scoring glitch we had. But Joshua Courier wins the race. The Division 2 cars will be coming here next, and then we will show you the points. Trent Dunham retiring from the race. He's going to get credited for the 29th position, which means 28th or better is where Brendan Allen has to finish to leave as the points leader, possibly. But you never know what could happen here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. Thanks for watching. Joshua Courier again, folks, goes to victory lane, picks up his first Mobil 1 Cup Series victory here in the Pepsi Max 300 version 1. Tune in for Division 2 cars. Points are coming up after that. You've been watching the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.